Hey everyone, all about fishing with Big Kev. Hey, we're down in the fishing room this morning and wanted to do something kind of interesting today. Wanted to, I got some fishing reels and they're all under $10. And I thought, from a guy that's bought a lot of reels in the 100, 200, $300 range, what does a $10 reel have to offer? So I got one from Temu. I got one from Amazon, and I got one from Walmart, and they're all under $10. They're all spinning reels, and I've actually got some baitcaster as well. I got more of these coming. I said, how can they build a baitcaster for less than 10? I mean, some of these reels are $4, $6. I think the most expensive one actually was at Walmart, and it was $9. It's a Zebco. But I thought, I gear a lot of my videos and things I do in fishing on education with kids, families, people to get outside and enjoy life, go out and fish, learn a hobby, things like that. Kind of get out of the house, enjoy the parks here in Kansas or in whatever state you're in. When we lived in Texas, did a lot with TPWD, their parks department, and got some good friends down in the Houston, Padre Island area, Fishing's Future guys. Shane Wilson and Michael Shear doing all kinds of education and working with handicap and special needs folks, getting them out on the water and getting them used to fishing. So the big push is just to get families out and get them fishing. A lot of the videos are showing you how to tie knots, what different lures, different reels, different rods, pros and cons of all those. But what I don't want you folks to do is go out and buy stuff and waste your money on cheap stuff. And so I want to kind of show you what these cheaper things are doing and why they're cheap, and why you really don't have to spend a lot of money to go fishing. But there's things to buy and things not to buy to save your money. So I kind of wanted to go through that. So we'll start with one of these cheap reels. This one's, so just firsthand, when you buy fishing reels, in the, a lot of them in your spinning reels, they're either a 200, a 2000, a 100, a 1000, 500. The higher that number, the bigger size that reel is. So a 500's like an ultralight, 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 is going to be your 4 and 5000 is going to be more of your catfish, bigger, heavy duty reels. They're going to take like this is an ultralight. It's a 500. It's going to take 2, 4, and 6 pound line. Where your 4 and 5000 series reels, or 4 or 500 series reels, depending on the brand, how they do theirs, some of the 4 or 5000 series reels are going to be in that 15 to 20, 25 pound range line. So it's more heavy duty fishing, heavier tackle. Not saying you can't catch big fish on an ultralight. It's a blast, trust me. But that's how reels are done. As far as how to categorize them in size. So, there's so much, fishing's $1 billion industry. It's crazy what's out there. And, you can go to a big box store and you can buy a rod and a reel for $9 or $10. And I'll be real honest with you. Yes, it will catch fish. Yes, it'll work. Are you going to have headaches? Absolutely. Is it worth your investment to spend that money? I personally don't think so. I think if you really want to get on the water, and one of the best quality, inexpensive kids reels and rod and reels you can get is a Zebco 33. I mean, they've been proven for years. They work. They're almost maintenance free. They'll get you a couple seasons before you got to do something with them. But a lot of how some of this works and lasts is how you take care of it, how you abuse it, how often you use it, at what little, if you're going to go fishing twice a year, don't go buy a $400 or $500 rod and reel. I mean, it's just, a $30 or $35, $40 rod and reel is going to do you perfect because you're going to go a couple times and it's going to do what you want. If you're going to be one of these guys like some of us that go out once, twice a week, fish 8, 10, 12 hours a day, then quality needs to be something you need to think about, because you get into how many ball bearings, the drag, all that kind of stuff. So that's just a little bit of information. A lot of your reels are going to be sold with so many ball bearings. What their drag is, I'll kind of explain that, and again, their size. So this one was, let's see if I can, which one this is. This is one off a temu, and it is a 500 series, so it's an ultralight. Trying to see here if it says how many bearings. It just does soft handle, multiple bearings is what it says. So it's a very small reel. Again, it's an ultralight reel. So it is a left or right hand. You can change it by moving your handle on the left side or the right side by screwing this and moving the handle around and put this on the other side. But on your spinning reels, some things to look for is the bail. Some of these bails, the action of the bail, the smoothness of the bail. Here's your drag on these. You turn these. But this is pretty much an all metal reel. Again, it's an ultralight reel. The spool seems to be metal, and it has metal gear in it. It's pretty sealed up. I mean, when it goes to pot on you, it's going to be pretty much over with. But I will tell you that I'm kind of impressed with this thing. This thing, I think, was somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 or $6. So it wasn't real expensive, but it is an ultralight. It is really a smooth reel, and the bail does real well. So this would be something to use on panfish, this would be awesome little crappie rod reel. I'll tell you, for the money, this is really a cool little reel for crappie and panfish. But this here is a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. So that's, the higher that gear ratio, the less cranks it takes to move the amount of line coming in. So it's going to have a pretty fast retrieval, where most of them are in the 5, 5.1, 5.2 to 1 or something like that. You can get some all the way up into the 7 and 8s, So the higher that gear ratio, the faster you're going to bring line in the retrieval. That's something you'll want to consider when you're doing spinner baits, crankbaits, things like that, because if you're used to just cranking stuff in and it's a high retrieval rate, it's faster that lure's going to come through the water. But this here is rated for says here 4, 5, and 6 pound line. Okay, I've never really seen 5, but 4 pound lines. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 pound line and 6 pound line. So that's an ultralight. Like I said, it's got. I'm not sure if that's metal or just a real high density plastic. I know the spool's metal, and this seems to be metal. But anyway, for $5 or $6, it's really not a bad little reel. How long would it last? I don't know. That'd be something, depending on. But if you're just jigging crappie or little baits, just using it for a line holder and just reeling the 30, 40 feet in at a time, vertical jigging, it'd be an awesome little reel. So that's on temu. Again, a lot of you are going, oh, it's China, this, that, and the other. Well, if you look at where 90% of your fishing gear comes from, it's not in the United States. So just wanted to show you that one. Okay, this one I got at Walmart. It's a Zebco, and that's all you get. It comes with this. Uh, this is a size 20. So as you can see, it's a little bigger. Um, so they probably do a 10, 20, 30, 40 size, 50 size. But this is what they call their ZSE20. It does come preloaded with line. Uh, this one was in the $9 range. It's really a smooth reel. It actually is a really good reel. Zebco really has never let me down. If I was looking at a reel, I wouldn't hesitate to buy the Zebco reel. Again, this can be left or right hand. All metal gears, stainless steel bail, which is this bail right here, size 20 pre-spooled with an 8-pound line. So that's the Zebco. Again, it's very smooth reel, and again, it's probably made in China. This is a 5.3 to 1 gear ratio. So that's a little slower retrieve than the smaller one. And again, it has 8-pound line on it. And 155 yards of 8-pound line. 5.3 to 1 gear ratio. So that's a Zebco $10 reel. I would not hesitate once to buy this if you want to get it for a kid or even an adult. This would be a reel that you could use multiple times a year. You know, again, if you're going to throw it in the rocks, throw it in the dirt, it don't matter if it's $100, $200, or $10, it's going to not last you very long. So, again, here's your drag. And it's either real high density plastic or metal. Made in China, it says right there on the foot. So, again, even your Zebco products are, you know, they might be based in Oklahoma or United States, but a lot of their products are coming from overseas. So anyway, that's a Zebco. It was around $9 at the Walmart. Again, it's a really good choice for less than $10. You'd have to put a rod with it. I imagine you could buy this in a combo at a big box store, and I wouldn't hesitate to do that either. But you could buy you a spinning rod for probably the $10 to $15 range and put this on for $9, $10. Have you a rod and reel that's decent for less than $30. You know, and again, I'm just trying to explain to people what it is to get started, not to go out there. I mean, I would have a ton. I've got a ton of Zebco stuff in my boat that I give, you know, the grandkids use because it's simple. They can use it. It takes up less of my time. They're used to it. They handle it. They don't destroy it. It works all the time for them. So, and Zebco's even got some high-end reels. They've got the bullet and some others, and you know the wife fishes with a bullet. And it's $100 and some Zebco spin cast reel. So. Anyway, that's the Zebco from Walmart, $10, less than $10. Now this one here is called a, I don't know, you pronounce it, whatever that is. It's a 200 series, 5, 6, and 8-pound line. And this one, I can tell you, came off of Amazon. This is the only less than $10 reel I could find from Amazon. And you can tell that this thing is all plastic. I mean 150% all plastic except for the bail. The spool's plastic, the body's plastic, the arm's plastic, the finger control or your finger pads plastic, your dials are plastic for your reel. I mean everything's plastic. And you can tell the difference in the sounds. And I'm going to tell you what, hear that? There's very little ball bearings in there, and again, this is the only less than $10 spinning reel I can find on Amazon. And I would tell you to save your money. I wouldn't buy this. I mean, you can see it's just flimsy as heck. Pieces are already trying to fall off. All plastic. Not a real good choice. But will it catch fish? Yes, it'll catch fish. Will it last you a whole season? Probably not. But again, good reel. Kim, how you doing? I see your message there. Down here in the fishing room, good friend of mine. Check him out, Crappie Stomper Jigs, CrappieStomperJigs.com. Kim Burnett out of Olathe, Kansas. Makes awesome fishing jigs. Check him out. So anyway, that's the Walmart $10, or I'm sorry, the Amazon $10. It's a BH200. Pretty sure it probably has very little ball bearings in it. It's all plastic. Save your money. Don't waste your money. I'd rather if you for $10, that's where you want to go. You can just see the quality in those. So anyway, that's 3 of them. Eventually, I've got some more coming, but I've got some bait casters. They were less than $6, $7, and I'm like, I'm fishing with $200 and $300 bait casters. So what's a $6 bait caster? So I've got some coming. We'll discuss those later day. But down in my fishing room, for those of you who haven't seen it, of course you probably can't see it all. There's a bunch of stuff. Let me get the camera. But right over there is all brand new tackle. That's an old trolling motor that the wife got me, an antique. It actually still works. My workbench back there, it's got my graphs on it. I do reel maintenance on it. And then I put a flat screen on there, so in case I'm all messed up on a reel or something, I can punch up on some YouTube videos and get an idea. Then rod racks, collectibles, all antique reels up on top by the ceiling. Of course, see all the wall decals. I mean, you can buy $1,000 worth of fishing stuff, and if it don't come with a sticker, it ain't worth $1,000. So anyway, this is a fishing room. I got stuff stored down here for my boat and stuff during the winter. Got things down here. Got a desk here with a computer on it that I'm sitting at. But yeah, this is my little hideout, and we do a lot of stuff down here. So hopefully that gives you some information on quality of stuff. You know, I'm trying to think what reels I got down here that I could show you other than what I bought, but here's one. There goes all the rods. So here's a really good little reel Pfluger makes, and this is I use it for crappie, but Pfluger makes these. I'll tell you, these are probably 70 to 90 bucks, maybe $100, but a lot better quality reel on the Pfluger, but you're paying for it. You can see the bail's a lot bigger diameter, nice smooth action on it, a lot more ball bearings. I'm trying to see if this is a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, and a lot better reel. I use a lot of Pfluger stuff, and it seems to work pretty good for me. So again, just kind of look at stuff. Just don't buy it. You know, I'm trying to keep you from going in and just grabbing a $10 item because of the price. Because a lot of times, very few exceptions, a lot of times you're going to get what you pay for. Occasionally you'll get something that'll work really well. But uh, hopefully, you guys can use your money the best you can and get out there on the water. Phil Taunton, how you doing? Hope to see you out on the water soon, my friend. Well, we do too, Phil. Phil lives out at the Council Grove Reservoir area. Nice little community out there. Love fishing that area. So, anyway, guys and gals and families, get out there on the water. If you have any questions about how to angle, how to fish, don't hesitate to ask somebody. Majority of the people that are out there fishing would love to show you how to do it. We have classes all the time in the state of Kansas. Some are private, some are through the Parks and Wildlife. But there's people out there all the time. If you see me out on the water, I'll pull up to the dock and help you all I can. I have no issues with that. But the idea is to go out there and have fun. Don't get frustrated with it, and enjoy it. So, hey, we're going to skip out of here. I got a little woodworking project I'm working on out in the garage. Got my truck all detailed this morning, so I've been kind of at it this morning. Boat's in the shop. Took my boat to Glen Elder yesterday. Wakanda Boats is where I bought it. It's good people at Wakanda Boats. Go out and check them out if you're interested. You got used boats, pontoon boats, Lund fishing boats. But they're going to put a new water pump impeller and change the upper and lower oils, filters. Just kind of give it a once over for the year. This will be the third year. Let's see, 22, I got it 22, 23, used it 24. So we're going on our fourth year, and they said about every 3 years change the water pump impeller. So that's all getting done, and we'll get it back Wednesday and get it all put back together, and I'm hoping by the end of the week we get a lot of this ice off the water and we get back on the water and try to get some of those slabs pulled up. But that doggone rat down there in Pencil, whatever they call that thing, he saw his shadow. So evidently somebody's going to have 6 more weeks of winter. I don't know. I hope it ain't here in Kansas. So, hey, to all my friends, family, people watching, thanks. All About Fishing the Big Cat. Check out the YouTube videos. Feel free to join. We'll jump in here again next Sunday. Hopefully we'll have some more product. We're going to try to do a few things every weekend or every other weekend and try to get information out there to help you all and so forth. So feel free to share on my Facebook page any of your catches, any questions you got, comments. If you're wanting to look at equipment, got some questions about it before you purchase, ask away. Ask us. You can email me at kansasangler@gmail.com. Be glad to help you out. And, go through your tackle boxes if you're a fisherman. Check your reels out. Do a little bit of maintenance. Put new line on them, whatever it takes. But let's get ready for the spring fishing season. So, tie lines, everyone. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.